Hello fellow makeup lovers, how are you guys doing today? We are going to be getting ready together. I am cosplaying as a serious mom because I have somewhere I need to be with my son today and I only have like 30 minutes to get ready at the most. We're trying to make it faster than that, but I kind of just wanted to sit down, get ready with y'all. Maybe not like a slow, relaxed vibe because that's not the vibe today. I really do have somewhere I've got to be, and like I always end up filming and taking too long, and then I'm like running out the door and I'm just a stressed mess. But I thought we could do a little bit more of a ranty video today, just something that's been on my mind. We're gonna be talking about the problem with doing reviews on YouTube, and this is definitely from a YouTuber perspective. I just get so frustrated sometimes, and normally I kind of just like laugh it off. I keep it moving, like people are gonna say what they're gonna say, can't please everyone. But I don't know, I just thought like what the heck, like let's be a little negative today, like let's talk about it, because sometimes it just feels overwhelmingly like you just cannot win when it comes to doing reviews. And it sucks because I love doing them personally. Like I love talking about new products. I love getting to do like live swatches. I love going through every single shade. You know, it makes me so happy. Like I don't care if I've been doing YouTube for like almost 8 years now, like it still makes me excited every time I dig into a new product or even old products. Like I love swatch parties. It doesn't matter. I love it. But unfortunately, anytime you share your opinions online, even if it's about something as simple as a foundation, somebody somewhere is going to get upset. And for me at this point, like I said, it's almost comical because I have gotten literally both sides of like constructive criticism, where some people say that I love everything. Like you can't trust my reviews because I love everything. I just don't have enough negative things to say about products. It's too much positivity. But then I've also gotten comments that I am so nitpicky, like I find something to talk about with everything. Like, is there even a palette out there that I actually love that is up to my ridiculous standards? Like I've gotten both, which is honestly when I stopped giving a fuck about what people think, because I realized like I'm just over here being me, doing the review, just giving my honest opinion, which it always is. It's truly how I feel. And like people can see it so vastly different. Like I feel like I used to get in my feelings about comments when people were like, oh, like you don't do this or you do that. I just had this like people pleasing mentality of like, how do I make these people realize that I am telling the truth? And like also like, what if they're right? And what if I need to do this? And what if I need to do that? And like, you know, my favorite phrase, actually I heard this from Jen Loves Reviews, or Jen Loves now, just Jen Loves. And I know she's not the one who came up with it, but she's just the one who I heard it from first, and it stuck with me, that, you know, you could be the ripest, sweetest peach in the bunch, and somebody out there still isn't gonna like peaches. And that's me, because I don't like peaches. Just not my favorite fruit per se. I mean, obviously I'm ranting about it to you guys because I think it's kind of ridiculous and like sometimes can be annoying, but at the same time, like don't take it too seriously because I'm not like losing sleep over it or anything. Like sometimes people will hear you talking about a product and like immediately decide why you are speaking the way that you are about it without actually like giving you the benefit of the doubt that like maybe that's just your opinion. Like if you're talking too negatively about something, then you're biased, you have something against the brand, or you're just trying to be clickbaity for a thumbnail, like who knows? But then also like if you're too positive, like come on, the answer is always like, oh, it's because they're getting paid, it's because they're this, it's because they're that, they're just trying to make money. And like to be quite frank, like you can make money either way. Even if you talk negatively about a product, people will still buy it. People will still use your link, they'll still watch your video. Like it does not have to be one way or the other. But you know, I feel like the real problem is like a larger issue where people feel that if you don't feel the exact same way that they feel, then like you're not being honest. That if you don't have the same experience that they have, if you don't believe what they believe, then you have some ulterior motive. Because how could you possibly feel differently than they feel? I mean, how many times have I seen people go out of their way to say like, I tried this product, yada yada, talked about it, and they said it was amazing. I got it and I hated it, so they are a liar. It's like, well, that's not how it works. Like, do you have the exact same skin type? Do you have the same skin tone? Are you the same age? Has your skin matured the same? Does someone have fillers? Does someone have Botox? Does someone have a personal preference? Does one of you like full coverage and the other likes a very soft natural finish? Does one of you like super glowy makeup and the other loves matte? Do you have different budgets? Because you can look at a product that's like just like, oh, it's like a normal price for me, and like, yeah, sure, I would buy it. And then someone else will look at that product and that's something that they have to save and save for months to afford, and they have so much like excitement and emotions and whatnot attached to a product because for them like the value is so much higher. Like, so many things can affect the way that you see a product and the way that it works for you and how you feel about it. You just have to take reviews with a grain of salt. I feel like, you know, I've taken my time and I've found people who have similar preferences to me, and then I like trust them and I'll buy stuff based on their reviews. But even for me, even some of my best friends here on YouTube, that I've tried some of their recommendations and I ended up getting it and not loving it. And that's fine. That is normal. Like, not once did I ever sit down and think, wow, this person is a liar. Like, no, we just like different things and we're different people. I just did an eyeshadow primer before brows. That's because I'm like passionate about this right now and I'm not paying attention. But on the other hand, I will say, from my perspective as someone who loves reviewing products, loves doing this as a job, when I see other influencers like being exposed for lying about products, I feel like that's also extremely frustrating. Like, I understand why like their audience would be upset, because it's like, well, you're lying to us. You are obviously entitled to be upset by that. Like, I completely understand. The way that I see it, when someone lies like that, it's almost like they're putting into question the integrity of all of the other influencers, all the people out there. Because it's like, oh, well, this one person did it, so like I feel like it creates like this overall feeling of distrust. It's annoying to be the person who's like constantly standing up for influencers. Like, we're not lying. Like, when we talk about a product, it's because we love it. We're disclosing our sponsorships. We're doing this, we're doing that. Like, we're working with brands we genuinely trust. We're recommending products that we genuinely love. Like, to just constantly be like having to advocate for yourself and for your honesty, and then there's other influencers out there who will just do something so shitty that people think it reflects on every single one of you. Do you guys know what I'm saying? Like, when you see someone and they're just like manipulating their audience, and it's like, not only are like they doing the wrong thing and you're just like, I trusted you, but also like, why'd you have to do that? Why do you have to go out there and just make all reviewers look bad? There was a TikTok that I responded to not that long ago, but then I ended up not posting it because I was like, Amy, like, just keep your 2 cents to yourself. Like, it's not worth it. But it was this girl and she was like talking about some product, and she's like, if you're tired of influencers lying to you, then follow me and I won't lie. And it's just like, well, I don't know like why you have to build a following on like this idea that everyone else is lying, because I don't think that's true. I also think it's kind of interesting that some influencers will use like the distrust of reviewers as like their way of advertising themselves. And what I mean by that is that, like, you know, some people in every video will be like, other people are lying to you, but I'm not lying. And like, if you want to have like an actual real review, then you need to watch my videos, and like, I'm the one who's gonna give it to you straight. And for some reason, when it comes to like, you know, people who are just constantly repeating that, it almost makes me feel like it's like a show. So by the way, I'm using the Glaminatrix Sugar and Spice palette for just a little neutral, soft look. Definitely not going super spicy today, but that's okay. It's still cute. I would be curious how you guys feel about this topic, because obviously my point of view is going to be a little bit different than someone who's not you know, creating content. I know this video isn't gonna change anything. Like, people will always be the way that they are. I'm just gonna keep ignoring it and doing me and like just giving my genuine reaction to products. You know, there's even been people who are like scrutinized for like being too excited in their videos. I let that get into my head for a little bit because oftentimes I will start a video and be like, hi guys, like I'm so excited because today we're doing such and such. And it's like, well, why can't I be excited about it? Like, you don't have something that makes you giddy. You don't have something that brings joy and passion to your life. I've heard some YouTubers say that, you know, after so long, like the things that used to make them excited just don't, and like everything is kind of running together. Like, obviously, like passion can die for some people, but that doesn't mean that it's true for everyone. Like, I could be 7 years old still excited to tell you guys like my current favorite makeup routine. I feel like the idea of like creating content for like decades and like watching your makeup style and your preferences and your favorites and like literally even just your face change is so cool. Like, this is really off topic, but I've definitely heard some YouTubers say like, oh, like what am I gonna do YouTube forever? Like, what, like I'm probably gonna be moving on. Like, I'm not gonna be like 60 on YouTube or 70 on YouTube. And I'm like, I think that's such a beautiful thing. Like, I would feel honored to still be on here doing the damn thing. I just feel like I needed a little more pink on my cheeks today. In case you're curious, I will have all of the products listed down below because I did a terrible job at talking about them during this video, but it's because I had a million other things to say. But the thing is that I also would be a hypocrite if I didn't make note of the fact that some of the things that I don't like, I used to do. Like, I used to feel that I was open-minded, but then like if someone didn't feel the same way that I did, I was kind of like, why? Like, why aren't you, like, I don't understand. And now I get it a little bit more, and I guess I have more tolerance for different opinions. Like, not when it comes to human rights, not when it comes to treating people, hurting people, anything like that. Obviously not like that. That's not me. But when it comes to a lot of things in life, I'm just kind of like, we don't have to like perfectly match. You can say your piece, I can say mine, and we can move on. Like, I think so many people just want to hear themselves speak. They don't actually want to ever make anything better. Okay, you guys, it's been 26 minutes. I feel like I look like a put together mom. Like, maybe I know what's happening in my life. Maybe. That is going to be everything for today's video. I would love to hear all of your thoughts down below, and just keeping with the theme of the video, if you don't agree with me on something, totally fine. Feel free to leave your thoughts, but also leave them respectfully. We're all human beings here, just trying to do our best. That's what I heard in therapy, and it really spoke to me. It's like, sometimes we can be so critical of others, and if you just like believe that they are also just trying to do their best in a world that is hard and exhausting, quite honestly, we don't know what anyone else is truly going through, then like it brings you like this sort of peace. Like, we're all just doing our best. So anyways, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.